costume is all finished. I had to finish it yesterday for a party that I went to. It's as finished as it's going to be for now. There's other little tweaks I'd like to do, but I don't see that happening this year since I'm at this point and I've already worn it. So look, this is the shirt that I showed you guys last time. That's where it was before, but now some of the other pieces. So this is his undercoat that he wears. This is the one that I made from the wool jacket I got at the thrift store. So completely took it apart, took a lot of the fabric out, and added these kind of cool toggle buttons here. That's what it looked like was on the jacket from the photos. So I actually had to spray paint these as well. They were brown. I didn't want plastic ones because they just look too shiny. So these are nice and earthy. And these loops are from shoelace that I sewed into the seam of the jacket. So that's it. It comes down to about maybe 3 inches below my knee. Okay. With this little collar on it too, which I had to make as well. Now for this I think it was called the Gauntlet, was made from a leather jacket that I cut up. So that's why there are little seams and spaces where there shouldn't be, because those were the seams that were on the jacket. But either way, I like that it's leather. It's a lot more comfortable. If I made this out of the vinyl, I'd have a lot more restricted movement, and it wouldn't breathe as well. The leather actually breathes pretty well because it's skin. Skin breathes as well. It's a little goofy to get on yourself. Oh, and the zipper, I put it on upside down too, so that gravity won't naturally open it over a night of wearing it. So let me put this on quick. It's always nice to have a friend to help with these things, but sometimes you just gotta make do. Almost got it. Alright, that's good enough for now. So there's that. I really made it come up and hug around the bottom of my chin. And I actually made a really nice pattern for this too. But again, the technique I used was from Adam Savage's video from Tested. But I'll take pictures of my pattern and post them either on my Facebook or my Instagram, and then you can use them there. I'll even put a ruler in there for reference, for the size that fit me at least. Next, I'll put on the vest, the long vest here. Now this is a new piece that you guys didn't see anything of yet. Now, this isn't a perfect fabric. If you look at it, it's kind of like a smaller version of what the texture is. It is woven. I wish it was much wider woven. That's kind of how Kylo Ren's actual costume is, but had to work with what I had. This is just a fabric from Joann. So there it is. Okay. And now the belt. I was pretty proud of this in that how fast that I had to make it. It's not exactly how I wanted to make it, but it turned out pretty nice. This is a vinyl that I used from the craft store. Okay. And I couldn't find another off black trim to use, so this is actually, because it's not an ideal thing to use, but this is actually black elastic that I just I didn't stretch it, I just stitched it on like a trim. Okay. And these little pieces are made of ABS plastic, sheets of plastic. So I have 3 layers thick here. Same thing for the belt buckle. This was such a pain to make. I actually cut, you can see the paths as well. I cut it all out on the bandsaw and then welded it to another sheet of plastic and cut the whole thing out and sanded it. And there are little holes where there shouldn't be. That's because I actually had to rivet this on to make sure it was nice and strong. So I lose a little bit, but I gain a lot in strength. So I was happy with that. So let me put this on. I just ended up using Velcro, which if you know me, I hate Velcro, but sometimes it's what you gotta do. So there's the belt. And now I could just wear the helmet as is. And this is Kylo. Oh, I forgot the gloves. Typically I actually put the gloves on first, but it's hard to do a lot of the other putting on of the costume with these on. So now in the actual costume, Kylo has a zipper here, which makes it easier to get the gloves on and off. I actually did set a zipper in at first, but the zipper that I got locally was not very good quality, and it broke really fast. So I just decided just to stitch it up, and I'll get this get these gloves on. There's one. A little tough to get on. And here is the second glove. There we go. There are the gloves. So now with the helmet, here we are. But I did also make his hood. Now this was a little tough to make because of the way that it's draped around his shoulders. I really couldn't get a good idea of what the shape was. So I was kind of just making it up as I went around. I found patterns for other capelets as a base, as a starting point. But I just made it a little longer, and I actually draped it around around my shoulders. And so in making it, I had to make a decision whether I wanted it to be functional or aesthetic. I chose aesthetic. So these wrinkles that you see, how it's all bunched up, it's actually tacked that way so that if I'm at a party or moving around, it's not going to fall off of me. So that being said, it's not functional. I can't just take it off like a normal capelet. I put it on kind of like a bib. So, it's a decision that I made. Okay. So now let me get the helmet on. And there it is. If you have any questions about any of the process, feel free to comment down below or send me a message, and I hope you enjoy the videos. Thanks.